Hey, welcome to Liberty Arts again. Yep, tonight I'm actually here at the house where we've held so many concerts. It's bringing back a lot of memories as I'm sitting here, and we're waiting on our good friend Hiroya, which is going to join us shortly. Ordinarily, he'd be right here behind me on this stage, but we're going to check him out at home here in a minute. But I thought I'd open up with tell you how I'm feeling tonight being back in this room, and I hope a lot of you are out there watching it. It's making you feel good too, and you're noticing it's familiar. I'm back at the Liberty Arts again once more, where my friends used to gather before, the ones that I adore, and I'm happy. I'm grinning from ear to ear. I couldn't be more sincere. Now that I'm back here, I'm happy. I was sad and blue. This old virus just broke my heart. I've been sitting around at home most every night. Oh, but you broke through this past that's been haunting me. Now everything is all right. I'm feeling the sun again. I'm still doing yoga and lots of zen, yeah. Thanks to you, amen, I'm happy. I want la 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 la. Now some say happiness comes from deep inside. I guess that might be true part of the time. Yeah, but I was sinking fast when you came my way. But now those hard times are forgotten. Now that yeah. I'm out on this Liberty Arts floor, singing to my friends once more. Thanks for me inviting you inside the door. I'm happy. When it's all said and done, I'm so happy just to be here again. Oh, yeah. There you go. Welcome. And without any further ado, because I've been waiting so long, you know, Roy was supposed to be here in March. We were booked. He was going to be on our stage here. And I had to call, write a note, and say, man, I don't know if you should come or not. Roy lives in New York City, and we're going to tune him in right now and see. There he is. Hi, Guy.
Hi, bye.
Hey, good to see you.
Great seeing you.
How was your trip back the last time I saw you?
That was it last year when I played?
Yeah, it's been that long.
Yeah.
I can't remember if you were coming through here and then going somewhere else, but whenever you go out, you usually stop and see us. We've been able to have you on our stage like, I think 4 or 5 years in a row now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Honored. So I feel like I'm putting you back on the stage here again, but I thought folks might want to know a little bit about what's going on in New York where you are. And I'm going to let you just have the floor now, and I'll come back and say goodbye when you're done. I'm going to listen. Thank you for coming, and be safe, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Enjoy. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Hiroya Tsukamoto. I grew up in Japan, and I live in New York City almost 20 years now. And it's been very challenging time for everybody. And I'm here in New York, and there are many cases, so I just didn't go out for 2 months at all, almost. And that's since last week I started going a little bit, to like a park or just take a little walk. And yeah, I've been here and writing new music and practice different stuff. So I'm gonna play some of the original songs mostly today for you, and I hope you will enjoy it. I'm gonna start with a song called From Coast to Coast, one of the original songs. Thanks for listening.
Hey, Hiroya, we're getting a question if you could have more volume, please.
Okay, from my microphone?
Yeah, we can't hear your guitar.
Oh, really? Okay. Let's see. Could you check, Gina?
Yes, that's much better.
Better? Yes? Okay. Okay, I hope you will be able to hear me from now on. And that was called From Coast to Coast. Okay. And since English is not my mother language, it's always challenging for me to write an English title for my original songs. And what I do sometimes is asking American audience, because you guys have much better idea about English. And this is what I did for this next piece. Right after composing, I remember I played this piece for the first time in Rochester, New York. And after I played this piece, a guy came to me, and he was about mid-70s guy, and he was telling me about his life and his stories. And he said, as I wake up every morning, as I get older, I just appreciate everyday's life more and more. And he said, how about another great day to be alive? And I thought that's a beautiful title. But he also said that if you don't name it, I'm not gonna buy a CD. And so I entitled this as he suggested, and I hope he's happy. This is called Another Great Day to Be Alive. Thank you. That was called another great day to be alive. And since I was touring so much, this time is very different from mid March. March 15th was my last show before this COVID-19. And I have a new album which I recorded last summer, this time of the year. And I went to the recording studio near Portland, Maine. And the unique thing about this album was I recorded at the studio, but we brought a live audience to the studio to get a little more energy or nice, good live vibe, which is impossible for now. But it ended up with a very unique album. You know, it's kind of a mixture of a live album and studio album. And the studio was in a big old mill building. It's a beautiful brick building, which had amazing acoustics. And I got to the studio early afternoon, and I had some couple of hours before the recording. And I went to the beautiful room with the high ceiling, and I started playing and warming up. And while I was warming up, this song, which I'm going to play, came about, which I also recorded in the album. And this is called Coastline Remembrance. thank you for listening. That was called A Coastline Remembrance, which I wrote last summer in Maine. And if you're interested in getting my new album, you can visit my website, Bandcamp. I think the links are below this streaming, so please check them out. Okay, I'm gonna tune my guitar. I write many songs in different locations, and I wrote this piece in a small village back in Japan, in Kyoto prefecture, where my grandparents are from originally. And both of my grandparents, my father's parents, are coming from this tiny village, very, very small community. And it's a beautiful place in the valley, and I used to go there a lot when I was growing up as a kid. But I haven't been back to this place for many years. And about 5 or 6 years ago, I had an opportunity coming back to this place. And when I was a kid, I always brought my guitar, and I used to play guitar in the mountains. And this time, I brought my guitar back again, and I wrote this piece there. The name of the piece is called Takibi. Takibi. Takibi is a Japanese word which means bonfire, because making bonfire was kind of a tradition, especially in those rural villages in Japan. Thank you. That was called Takibi Bonfire, which I wrote in a small village back in Japan. And I don't see comments here, but if you have any feedback or comments, I appreciate any feedback and comments from different places you guys are watching from. Thank you. I like to sing one Japanese folk song. This song is coming from southern part of Japan, Okinawa, which is very far from the main island. And because of the distance, and also Okinawa was a very even different country before Japan, they developed their own very unique culture, including a traditional folk music. And this is one of the folk songs which talks about the woman when Okinawa was a kingdom. And she was a beautiful woman, so she was proposed by a king back then. And the people around that time in Okinawa were living in very difficult times because people were pressed. So basically, whatever king said, people were supposed to say yes. But this lady didn't want to get married with him, so she refused his proposal. However, she survived and she became a heroine, and this song came about. And I'm going to be singing this song in Okinawan local dialect, which I don't even understand much. So I hope you don't understand it.
Cinderella
島よさ佐渡屋の小山によさゆいゆい太郎やねくりゃおいすよたはりの死んだらかの島よThank you. That was Okinawan folk song. Alright, I see some comments, but it disappeared. Thanks so much. Thank you, Anne, for listening. Okay, I'm going to play the most recent song that I composed 2 weeks ago. And before COVID-19 was spreading, I was touring every week at different places, and it suddenly stopped. And while I was touring, I wrote most of the songs on the tour and in different locations. And lots of times I got inspired by a landscape I saw, and also many times I got inspired by people I met in different locations. And the last show was mid-March, and after a while, late March, I just didn't know what to do, because it changed my lifestyle so much. But from the end of April, I started thinking maybe I should use this time to create something different, and I started composing new music, and this is one of the songs. And I decided to use totally different tuning. This is a tuning I use. It's very, how can I say, it's just hard to describe. It's not very bright, it's not sad. It's kind of ambiguous between a little bright, and so I decided to use this tuning for composing, and this is a song called No Matter How Far. Thank you. That was a new song called No Matter How Far. I use this guitar, which is a Martin HD28, which is about 40 years old, which is a great warm sound. Okay. This is another original piece called Soledad, which means solitude or loneliness in Spanish. Thank you. That was called a Soledad. I hope you enjoyed this live streaming from my place in New York City. I think I'm gonna do a couple of songs for you. And if you like my music, please check my music on my website. And also from mid-March, all the real live shows got canceled, all the tours got canceled. I'm kind of jobless for a couple of months, which is very challenging time. So if you are able to afford any contribution, that would be truly appreciated. And I have a link, a PayPal link and a Venmo link. Thank you, Gina, for organizing this. Thank you. Last summer, I taught at the music gathering in North Carolina, near Asheville, western part of North Carolina, which was called a Swanona Gathering, which is basically a music camp for adults. It's a really beautiful music community, and I taught 3 classes for the guitar week. And the same week there was another one going on at the same time in the same location, which was called a Contemporary Folk Week. That was a little more singer-songwriter or songwriting-oriented classes. Between my 3 classes, I had free time. So I was thinking, maybe I should take one of the folk classes. I ended up taking one of the vocal classes, which was very inspiring. And in the class, the teacher asked students to write a song in the class without using any instrument. And she said to us, I'm going to give you guys 10 minutes, and why don't you go outside and try to write a song and come back. And which was very challenging, but anyway, I went out and I walked through the woods, looking at the sky, and I was waiting if something was coming. And for a while nothing came, but finally this simple melody came about with a Japanese poetry. And after coming back to the classroom, I sang this piece. And the same week there was a morning meditation at 6:30 a.m., which was led by a monk. While we were meditating, the monk was telling us thoughtful stories about life. And if someone had questions or troubles about life, he was answering his idea to solve those problems. And while I was listening his talking, I came up with another new part, and I combined these 2 parts together from that week, and I made this piece. Umi no mieru machi ni Kimi wa hie o tateta Hanashii omoi de wasureru tame ni Umi no mieru machi ni Boku mo hie o tateta Hanashiiあなたのそばにいるために生きてゆくのはつらいそれを言わないだけで僕もあなたと同じまた朝がYou built a house up on the hill. There is an ocean view from every room. All alone you sit there and gaze, hoping that the memory fades. I also built a house up on a hill. There is a sound of water in the sea. All the pain that you have endured washes out beyond the shore. Pain is but a part of every life. But these are the words I cannot bear to say. We are just a drops of water in the sea. Morning tide will bring another day. 海の見える街に君は家を建てた悲しい思い出忘れるために生きてゆくのは辛いそれを言わないだけで僕もあなたと同じまた朝が来たね海の見える街に君は家を建てた悲しい思い出忘れるためにThank you very much for watching. I'm going to do one more piece for tonight. I was really looking forward to playing a show in Liberty Arts in Liberty, Tennessee, which is a tiny town in Tennessee. But I kept coming back to this place because I love this place so much. You know, like they welcome me so warmly, and also the space is just amazing. You know, which has stunning acoustics. And I really hope to be back there again. And thank you very much, Pi, for having me for over the years. Last piece is not the original piece. This is one of the favorite Scottish folk song named Water is Wide. we two and both shall roll. My love and I, and both shall roll. My love and I, and both shall roll. My love and I. Thanks so much for those watching, and I want to say thank you for Gina for setting up everything. Thank you very, very much, Gina.
Thanks, Hiroya. Thank you.
Pi.
And Gina, too. Yes, Gina Mendello. She's our producer-director who's helping us put these live stream events on. I got my earplugs in, so if Hiroya
Yeah,
puts
I
his
should
back
do it
in,
too.
maybe we can talk for a minute. We'll see. Yeah. Great. Got our
you hear me?
earbuds in, bud. Yeah. Can you hear
Yeah.
me? Great.
Yes, I
Good.
do.
This was wonderful. You're only the second person that we've done this with. I was the first person we did this with, or I
Okay,
did.
yeah, thanks very much for doing this, offering this opportunity.
This is wonderful. We're going to do this more, and this may be part of our future. So I hope to
Right,
have
that's
these
right.
doors open again sometime. And you know that you're always welcome here, even if you don't play. Our thing is with musicians that we love and care about, like you. If you come through and you need a place, come on in. Porch light's
Right.
always on. Okay.
Thanks so much.
I wish you such safety and good care for your family. And I hear things are starting to open up in New York.
Yeah,
Yay.
little by little.
Cuomo, he seems to have his hand on the situation well. So
That's
good
true,
luck to
yeah.
all of you guys. And we love you.
Thank you very much, Pi.
Take care.
Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank everyone. Thanks, folks. See you next time. Stay tuned.
Thank you.